Hey, hey. This is the fifth episode of the series, and it's kind of delayed. I've been sick recently, and it's not COVID or anything like that. It's just been a cold of some kind. But for the past 2 weeks, I've had so much slime and mucus and stuff that I've been unable to do any sort of voice work. I'm fairly certain you guys wouldn't appreciate me doing that because it would sound horrible. But I'm feeling a lot better now, so I'll start going over these episodes a lot quicker. Note that the first battle during this video was shot the day before I started becoming really ill, and I think you can hear it. I'm a lot. I don't really have too much energy while I'm streaming or recording, and I had to call it quits only after one battle because I had a headache after doing it. But I'm back now, so let's see how this works. I removed the audio of what is going on in the background here, and it's just me. I had been playing in offline mode in Steam, but eventually the game just broke for me. I couldn't launch it anymore. It was some missing symbol, which basically means that some file DLL was missing, and it couldn't find the method or function or the library it was calling. So in the end, I had to update it, and thankfully it didn't break my save games. So at least my campaign is safe. Alrighty, we're capturing from the game, and let's just see if our campaign file is alive and well. It seems like this is my game. The status of the game seems like it was what how I left it. So this seems like, yeah, I can continue this, hopefully. So where did we leave off? I checked the politics, and the British Empire, they had twice my GDP, roughly. We both have a slight negative growth, but that's okay. I need to strangle the Brits, and they went to war with me in the last round, and it seems like the French aren't too far off. Even if I signed a I signed a peace agreement with them just in the previous round, so we'll have to see about that. We're getting steam turbines pretty soon. That's pretty good. That's a big jump, I think, from normal turbines. And we're finally getting Krupp Army level 4 pretty soon. That's also good. And shells. High capacity, high explosive shells. Yeah, we're getting the good stuff now. We are doing our refit. I think there's still some ships. Yeah, there's still some ships being refit here. So I can't remove the old design just yet. Wait, they're not being refit. They are repairing. So, oh, okay. All the old ships of the old class, they're gone. But why can't I delete this design? Okay, well, it doesn't really matter. Let's just get to the next round and see if we can't fight the Brits here. I'm going to need to consolidate my power over at the North Sea, because that's my own shores, and I need to protect my own stuff there. So we're leaving the Adriatic. And we're leaving the Western Mediterranean, if I can, bother some British shipping over here. I just hope I don't need to protect the Austrian-Hungarian here. I probably have to. I'm going to leave these guys in the Adriatic for one turn and just see what happens. This is why I dislike this alliance stuff. But they're not black anymore. They were marked with a black flag in the previous version of the game. So maybe stuff has been fixed. Who knows? Uh-oh, a meeting engagement. And we can see the Brits had 2 incidents with the Austro-Hungarians, and then they collapsed. Okay. I hope that doesn't affect my war effort. The Austro-Hungarian Empire is really admiring the power of our nations. No, we don't want to be allies. And a clash of fleets. These are 6 battlecruisers against 3 battleships, 1 battlecruisers, and some screens. Hopefully this will go better than the previous battle, where I basically had to shoot at some battleships until I got too much damage and couldn't really sink much more than a few screens. But now I have twice the firepower, and even more importantly, I have twice the HP pool to play around with, so they don't all hit the same ships. Okay, let's see. I want these in a clear division of 3 and 3. That makes sense to me. And they are located to the north. That's pretty close. You guys go to this place. 12 clicks out. That's pretty good distance. I like that we can spot them from this distance, but that means that's their capital ship, not their screens. So, what are we dealing with here? Okay, wait a minute. There we go. These are 14-inch guns and some auxiliary 9-inchers. That's probably those 2 sticking out to the side there. This is pretty weird. Oh, okay. It's an A. What is that? Like a P and then XY configuration? Pretty weird. And can we spot the battle cruiser here as well? That's a 14. 14. Okay, I can't see the battle cruiser. They are all targeting the lead ship. That's good. And the screens are coming. Let's see. This is a destroyer, it seems, or a light cruiser, I mean. Let's just keep the fire on the enemy capital ships while I have all 6 of my own capital ships in the same area, so we can focus fire. The range is 7 and he's approaching from this angle, so he's getting ready to torpedo us. We need to separate some. That's the turn they do when they do a torpedo run. So I probably have to steer them a bit in this direction. Okay, so the first Italian battleship is down, and they... Yeah, I really like this. This is a cool effect. It's so nice coming back to the game after a few days of not playing, and you don't have this mental fatigue. Okay, so the enemy battleship is identified, and I got some requests to actually have a closer look at them when they are identified. So this is a 26-ton battleship. Our battlecruiser at 26 tons as well, so this is a bit on the light side for a battleship, maybe. Their speed is comparable to mine. Well, I'm a bit faster. And they're very heavily armored. 15-inch main belt. That's very well armored. 60-inch aft and fore, and the deck armor is very good. So these are heavily armored and heavily armed. It's not, you know, a pushover, but the AI is so bad at designing ships that can actually hit what they're targeting.
So we have an advantage there. I need a second to parse what's going on there. Okay, they're completing this turn. I need to check the distance here. It looks very close, and that turn, I don't like that turn. But he still has his torpedoes, so it's fine. And I know I blew up those torpedoes. Let's try to put the secondaries on the Raimondo Okay, I'm not going to pronounce the last name there. Or I shouldn't have attempted the first part either, but you know. So it's missing some of his torpedoes. It's probably not... Well, he has a lot of HP, so I'm guessing it blew up. Hopefully. What is the range on these? Only 4 kilometers. Yeah, it definitely blew up. Okay, their accuracy is at around 13. It's still worth it, I think, to fire at this guy, especially if we can complete this turn and start hitting his broadside. And here's the enemy battlecruiser. It's the same weight as us, quite a bit slower, and very poorly armored, extremely poor in my opinion, and poorly armed. Well, it has a lot of barrels though, like a lot of guns, but they're low caliber compared to what we have. And when I'm saying that, they're nearly 12 and I have 13, so I don't. It might not be that big of a difference, to be fair. But they are considerably worse at hunting down enemy battleships. Seems like the Coranoto... I have no idea how to pronounce Italian names. Valor, Coranoto, Valor, Valor. I have no idea. It's going to have a bad time pretty soon. The one lagging behind always takes a lot of damage. Oh yeah, thankfully this is the one without torpedoes. I think we're just going to get rid of the closer escorts here. You can see the damage is piling on when they start all targeting it. And they're heavy or armored cruisers, I should say. It's still armored cruisers. There's nothing, yeah, I mean, I think they're fairly heavily armored, but otherwise there's nothing to write home about it. I think they're very slow. Very slow. Okay, this last guy here, he has to bail out. I should have probably done that earlier. Let's punish them by sinking their battlecruiser. That's 3 armored cruisers down. The San Luigi is... I mean, look at all these fires. These screens are probably going to continue hunting down the Preußen, so I need to... I think I need to divert these 2 guys to go save their previous shipmate there. Oh yeah. Suddenly it just got hooded. I don't think the Valor Coronato is going to recover from this list. I think this is what we call dead in the water. Okay, you guys are pretty close to each other. And with his 14 inches against my lighter armor, he's definitely going to be able to just punch straight through. And there she sinks. So this is what I want to see, that his penetration is getting into the red territory here, that he has pretty low chance to pen. But I still have, you know, fairly good chance to... well, I'm not going to say it's fairly good. But you notice that it says penetration like in the 3% area, and it's red and it's, you know, decreasing. But that's only for the red parts there. Like the yellow and the green parts, those are other numbers. It's only showing the lowest possible value there. It's not showing, you know, the like a mean value, or you can't just click on them and hover over one of these sectors or something like that and see what the actual percentage warning is. This is basically only telling us that I'm probably having a 2% chance to penetrate his deck armor. That doesn't really help me much in this situation. Well, I think they might not use it against the deck armor, but it's only showing me against the red parts there. Let's just pummel him with HE. And with that, the BB Palestro is sinking, which is, I think, their last capital ship. Yeah, I don't know if he fired his torpedoes or not. I'm not taking any chances. So, according to this, there's one more ship that I have no idea where it is. It's a light cruiser, but I'm not going to spend time hunting it down. So, one heavily damaged battlecruiser against 4 enemy capital ships, 3 armored cruisers, and 4 light cruisers, 5 DDs. I think that's a fairly good trade. And once again, these crew losses, this is, you know, exceeding the Battle of Jutland. So that's pretty massive, and you know, that's why they're probably trying to pull out. And I'm going to agree with them because I want to focus on the British. Unless they're in the same war, and then it's just a pain. Well, they're different here, so hopefully I'll be able to pull out and only focus on the British. I'm going to do a quick cut here. And with that, I'm finally back to making videos again. I apologize for like the 2 weeks of delay, but you know, when my spit is as thick as snot, it's not really easy to do voiceover, so I had no choice. I couldn't do anything in the meanwhile. But it's nice to get back to things. And speaking of audio quality, I'll probably be upgrading my
microphone and sound kit in about like 6 to 7 weeks. So hopefully I'll be able to increase the level of quality of these videos. So that'll be something to look forward to. Anyway, it's nice to get back to this. So I hope I'll see you guys around.